Welcome to QLM Business News. Here are today's news stories. UK economic growth projected to be robust in 2024, says OECD. The United Kingdom is expected to see stronger than anticipated economic growth in 2024, according to a forecast by the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD. The UK is now set to achieve a 1.1% growth rate, placing it in joint second place alongside Canada and France, just behind the United States. This new prediction marks a significant improvement from the OECD's previous estimate in May, which forecasted a much lower growth rate of 0.4%. Chancellor Rachel Reeves welcomed the revised figures, suggesting that this uptick in economic performance could boost confidence as the UK prepares for its budget next month. Reeves remains cautious, however, emphasizing that the budget will focus on fixing the foundations of the economy, signaling challenges still lie ahead. Investment analyst Dan Coatsworth attributed the stronger outlook to factors such as public sector wage increases, the end of train strikes, and a more stable political landscape following July's general election. The Bank of England's decision to cut interest rates in August is also expected to provide relief by reducing borrowing costs. The OECD, a globally recognized think tank, described the UK's growth as relatively robust, but warned that global risks, including geopolitical tensions and trade uncertainties, could threaten investment and raise import costs. Despite the encouraging short-term outlook, the UK's growth is expected to slow in 2025, with a forecast of 1.2%, ranking it fourth among G7 nations, ahead of only Germany and Italy. Inflation remains a concern, with consumer prices in the UK expected to rise by 2.7% this year and 2.4% next year, higher than in other G7 economies. While the OECD acknowledges that its predictions could change, these estimates are often used by governments and businesses to guide policy and investment decisions. Álvaro Pereira, chief economist at the OECD, urged the UK government to create fiscal space for infrastructure investment, especially for green initiatives. He also called for carefully managed interest rate reductions and decisive action to reduce national debt, which he argued would allow for greater flexibility in responding to future economic shocks. While the government has set debt reduction as a priority, some economists disagree, advocating for increased borrowing to stimulate growth in the short term, which they believe could help reduce debt in the longer term. This news story is brought to you by QLM Business News, your digital media channel. Visit qlmbusinessnews.com for more business news stories. Also follow us on Facebook, X and YouTube. To help QLM Business News bring you more news stories like this, please like, share and subscribe.